Good morning, everybody. I'm up here in Taipei City, and today I've got a question that seems to be coming up quite regularly recently between me and my friends and people online, and just something I've been thinking about. I've just kind of been wondering, where is the best place in Taiwan to live? Because it seems to me, whenever I talk to foreigners, they all seem to have a very strong opinion about what the best city to live in Taiwan is. Whenever I come up to Taipei, of course, there's always people up here trying to convince me to come up here and move here. But then when I talk to the foreigners in Kaohsiung, especially those who've lived there for 5, even 10 years, they all say it's the best city in Taiwan. They would never even consider living anywhere else. I haven't met too many people from Taichung yet. I would be interested to hear their opinions about that city. And then Taiwanese people, especially in the comments section, they always ask me why I chose to stay in Kaohsiung when I moved to Taiwan and not Taipei, because they say all the foreigners seem to like living in Taipei. I think there's probably a lot to unpack in this kind of topic. Probably what it really comes down to is your own personal preference. Why did you move to Taiwan? What do you hope to get out of living here? What kind of lifestyle do you like to live? Wow, this is actually quite beautiful. Here I am. I just reached the Kai-Shek Memorial Hall. This whole park is way bigger than I thought, and even that building is a lot bigger than it looks from a couple blocks away. This is actually really impressive. I should probably walk around a little bit and check it out. Hey, buddy. Very pleasant little park here. Well, not little, it's massive. I really wish that I could spend more time in Taipei, because the few times that I've come up here recently, I've really enjoyed it. And it hasn't been raining, it's been perfectly sunny, beautiful blue skies. I've heard that is not always the case. Let me know if you live in Taipei. Is this rare or not? Because this is one of the nicest days we've had this year. It does seem like they're organizing some kind of giant event. I can't quite tell what it is. Perhaps something political. I see a lot of banners, and they've just got this whole courtyard full of these tables, and they're covered in glass sculptures. I have no idea what's going on. Maybe someone can let me know what all this means. Well, that was certainly very, very impressive. The scale of this is hard to describe. It's like many, many, many football fields large. All finished up at the Kai-Shek Memorial. That was very impressive. Now I've come down to a place called the Riverside. Seems to be a lot of these very traditional old buildings down here. Wonder if this is one of the older parts of the city. Pretty beautiful down here by the river. There's this large blue pipe that's crossing the river, but they've actually put these red arches over top. It looks really nice. I think in regards to the topic we were talking about earlier, which is the best place to live in Taiwan, it's probably one of those situations as well where the grass always seems greener. I know when I went to Tainan, I was like, whoa, Tainan is so cool. It feels so traditional and full of history. And I thought, maybe I should move to Tainan. And then when I came to Taipei last time, I was really thinking about it. Wow, Taipei seems really great. Maybe I should move to Taipei. And even now this weekend, I think Taipei seems really great. And you know, even when I was living in Ottawa, in Canada, the grass was always greener. I wanted to come to Taiwan. But I also love living in Kaohsiung, so this is probably one of those questions with very little solution. So I'm just gonna ask Vaan and Bibby their opinion about what they think is the best city to live in Taiwan.
Well, right now we live in Taipei. We haven't lived anywhere else, but we've traveled a lot of places in Taiwan, as you can see on our channel. Check it out. But
yeah, the living in Taipei is really easy, super accessible, easy to get around. But I think both of us share the idea that Wally, and it's certainly like one of the nicest places we've been. And the people there, like, it's so relaxed.
Yeah, it seems like a really chill vibe. We've actually met some other Canadians there. It seems like there's a lot of Canadian tourists living there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we get a really good feel from it. We've made some good friends in Hualien. It's got a good combination of like beaches, mountains, like indigenous people history, which is really cool. Good food.
But again, like we never lived there, so finding work, finding a place to live, like getting around without a scooter, these are all things that would become a daily hassle. maybe living in
Well, I think
Hualien.
it'd be fun to live there.
Yeah, I would do it,
Yeah.
for sure. But I kind of quite like Taipei City, I think.
It's great.
I love it.
It's busy at times.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a nice change because we lived in a pretty small town.
Yeah, where
in
we grew up,
Ontario.
it was very quiet. You could see all the stars. You could have campfires and nobody would bother you. So there's parts of that I miss,
Yeah.
but also...
But it's nice to have
Yeah.
such a stark change because that's where we grew up. So it's nice to live somewhere completely different, live in a big city that's still reasonably priced for being a convenient big
Always
city.
entertaining.
Yeah, there's so much to do here. So
Yeah.
Good food.
Yeah,
Good
great
food.
food.
We've met a lot of great friends. We have a good friend circle here.
Taipei for another year for sure.
Yeah.
And then who knows?
There's certainly no place in Taiwan that I wouldn't live. Like there's certainly nothing there's no area that I've been that I didn't like.
Yeah, that's true.
There's just places that are more convenient to live. Travel's
Get around.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
You
No
bet.
problem.
And love your channel. Keep up the good work.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you.
You too.
You too.
Cheers.
So Allan's got a pretty great little setup here, kind of unique. He's using the U-bike as a tripod, and he's just filming us, talking a little bit about Taiwan.
It's always good meeting YouTubers from Taiwan, foreign YouTubers, Taiwanese YouTubers, and so far everyone's been nice. I'm just waiting for that time I meet someone that I don't like. It sounds like we're being fake, but yeah, I think the whole community in Taiwan is pretty full of nice guys and gals.
So Allan, my video today, I was talking about what the best city to live in Taiwan would be.
Well, I'm biased. I've only ever lived in Taichung. I've lived in Taichung for 11 years. I also have a video on a similar subject, but yeah, I mean, depends what you're coming for. It's such a wide open question. If you're coming here for fun and party lifestyle and you're a bit younger, then I think Taipei is undoubtedly the best place to go. If you're coming with a family, then maybe somewhere more southern would suit you best. Or if you're coming here to save money, literally some people come here just earn for a gap year, pay off their student loans, then one of the smaller towns out in the countryside would probably suit you best. But as the name Taichung means like middle area or middle location, Taichung just has the best balance of everything, and it's I get no how do you say, feedback or any reward for recommending Taichung. It's just seems to be like the best for weather, financially, fun, and of course Taiwan is so convenient with the Gautier. You can whiz up and down the island anywhere within, like, from Taichung you can be in the north in an hour or the south in an hour. So Taichung, it's still the place where I feel like is my home. I'm sure my mum and dad will cry if they hear me say that, but yeah, Taichung is really where I've developed myself as a character. But 大家好. So basically, yeah, if
everyone. The art studio rarely open to the public. If you are interested of their artwork and their residency, please do not hesitate to go inside.
Taichung has become my home, and I couldn't imagine living in Taipei or Kaohsiung or anywhere. I'm in Taichung until Taiwan decides to kick me out for some throwing a banana skin out of a window or something.
All right, man, well, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
and
cheers.
I love your channel.
Yeah, good luck.
I'm going to ask Lukas and Francois what they think is the best place to live in Taiwan.
Hey. Hey.
You look like a boy band.
Oh, wait, I need my glasses.
So what do you guys think about the best place to live in Taiwan?
I mean, this might be like too stereotypical as a white foreigner here, but Taipei, for sure. But I would say that Taipei is great for living, and because Taiwan is so convenient to travel, like every weekend, if you watch our videos, we do travel a lot outside of Taipei too. It's so convenient, HSR or scooters, but living daily life, Taipei.
I love to live in Taipei. Xinyichu, I think is super nice, super convenient. But I actually, last year I took a break and I decided to try to live in Kaohsiung. I lived there for 1 week. I lived there for 1 week, but
You build it up, you're like, I discovered the world, like 3 months, a week in Kaohsiung.
yes, but I went to Kaohsiung so many times before, so I already knew everything. And like I spent this 1 week as living there, not like as going to those touristic places, simply living there every day, going to the coffee shop, meeting my friends. I was considering maybe at some point moving, trying. In the end, maybe not. Like maybe I won't have a chance to live in Kaohsiung. Also, it's harder to find work for me, I think.
What do you like about Kaohsiung?
The weather is great. The streets, they are so big, so the traffic is very fluent. I feel it's like super fluent. People turn right at the red light.
Oh yeah,
conveniently.
we love doing that.
Is it Kaohsiung thing?
Yeah. Kaohsiung is literally by the beach. Taipei has beach in Danshui, but it's a bit far away. In Kaohsiung, you are by the beach.
Yeah. I can also say, so like my absolute favorite place, you all know this, I've been there with both Wes and Francois, Kenting, down in south. Everyone is nodding their heads right now. It's the best place in Taiwan for vacation. But I feel like if you live there, you're like very, very shielded off to like the rest of Taiwan.
A little remote.
It's a little remote, but it's like you can live in Taipei and you can take like a long weekend, or it's like a 2-day weekend too if you really want to, down in Kenting. So, but living, Taipei.
Yeah, I would say Taipei. But like, I would say live in Taipei and every weekend go somewhere else for an adventure. Yeah.
If you want to know how that's like, click up there.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys. I love both your channels. Obviously, you're doing a great job. So May, as a Taiwanese, I'm curious, what is your opinion about what is the best place to live in Taiwan?
For this moment, I would say Taipei, but for like my retired moment, I would say Taichung.
Oh.
Yeah, because the weather is much better and it's just in the middle of Taiwan, so it's really convenient if you want to travel everywhere. I mean, in Taichung. And in Taipei, because my job in Taipei and all my friends in Taipei. So for now, I prefer Taipei, the convenient life here, and it's really convenient because if you don't have car or scooter here, the transportation is really nice. Like MRT, the bus systems is really good here, and you don't have to buy a car or scooter. And also, if you want to go like a beach or mountains, you can go like in one day, just with a bus or scooter. It's really convenient and life is much interesting here, I think, and a lot of shopping mall. For girls. Yeah, it's really nice.
All right, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
For real? Yeah. So Moosehead is one of the most popular beers in Canada, and obviously we're in Taiwan. It's pretty hard to find good Canadian beer, so I had to.
Yeah, dude.
So we're just having a great time, enjoying ourselves, having some Canadian beer.
St. John's.
St. John's.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah, you too.